I already explained you about how is Kuta. Kuta is like the main tourist area in Bali, and also central part of the economic that we have in here. So a lot of people come to that area, and also a lot of tourists stay in that area. Mike, a lot of local people come to that area as well, especially in the morning. So we got like a big traffic jam around east part of Kuta around 6 years ago. So to resolve the problem, government have to take some solution. But not possible for us to make the road wider because the government have to pay a lot of money compensation for the local people lands. So the best solution, only this thing they able to do, they build the bridge on the oceans. So this bridge or this toll road connected three area: airport, Nusa Dua area, and Sanur area, three area. So this is very effective to split the traffic in east side part of Kuta.
15 kilometers.
15 kilometers.
Wow.
Well, talking about Bali, so I would like to explain you a bit about how we call Bali here. Yeah. Maybe some people have imaginations. This island have a connections with Bali and Sugri. Because some people ask me about the Ramayana story. What is the connection of this island with that story? And plus we are majority Hindus in here. Maybe some people think or connected this island with that story. So actually there is no connections between the story of Ramayana and this island. So actually the word of Bali is came from the word Wali. Yeah, Wali in our local language that means ritual or ceremony. Yeah, because we do not have ceremony in Bali. And you know, the stories came from the ending of 8th centuries and beginning of 9th centuries. Yeah. Between Java and Bali, before was one island, no stripe. We are one island, Java and Bali. So why that island called Java? This came from the word Dawa. Dawa means long island. So there is one of the yogi from India, we call it Markandeya. Rasi Markandeya, the name of that yogi, come to Indonesia and live in the east part of Java right now. We call it the slope of Mount Raung. Slope of Mount Raung. He start to build ashram and do a lot of meditation in that place and try to spread Hindus for the local people in that area. And during his meditation, God tell him to find like a fertile area to the east side part of the island, and also open the forest for his follower. And he start that reference from the God and start explore east side part of the island. And finally he arrived at the place what we call with the Mount Top Langkir this time. So the people right now they call it Mount Agung, the volcano that I told you before. But at the first expedition he bring around 8,000 people. 8,000 people. But the problem is, at the beginning, when he come here and open the forest, he didn't do any ritual. He just cut down the forest and so on. So there is like an epidemic attack his follower. There is a sickness, and some of his follower was died, and some of the follower was attacked by the wild animal as well, like tiger, lion, and so on. So that's the reason he has to turn back again to the place where he did the meditation and come back here 2 years after. And 2 years after he come back to this place, bring around 2,000 people from the village of Aga. From the village of Aga. And from the town called with Basuki. So why that area called Basaki Temple? So when he come here the second time, so before he cut the forest, open the land for farming land, so he's starting with ritual. And then the second expedition or the second exploration was success. And then that kind of the thing is following by the people until this time. So that's the reason everything that we do here, before we do everything, we will do with the ritual. We will beginning it with ritual. So that's the reason why this island called Bali.